guys? I'm Turbo John. We're at Rico Dragway. We just made a test hit, and today we're going to show you how to pack a parachute. Actually, I'm not. Randy's going to show you how we pack a parachute. It's pretty simple. This is a 4-cord Stroud parachute, 430, biggest one they make, with a single. So let me show you. Randy packs a parachute all the time, so he's going to show you how to do it. Check it out. Comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys. All right, boys. We just made our first pass. Randy, what are you doing?
Packing a parachute.
All right, we decided to do it down here in the non-dirt. So we got orange. Could you see the parachute?
Yeah.
Orange is good.
Yeah.
I used to have black. So what are you doing right now?
So we looking for the label, which is also marked down there on the yellow tab there.
So basically you straighten this out. So this is straight. You keep it straight going and you just follow it up. Very easy. So now,
especially when it's new and it's not all tangled up.
It's not tangled up. Sometimes it does get messed up, but you know, it is what it is.
So what I like to do is get all your cords straight, and you can see they're all separate.
Yep.
But the main shaft is twisted, so we'll roll it up.
Twist the whole thing as a unit.
That's perfect right there. We should be able to find our top cord, which is also marked with this patch. Yes, that's correct. You know how you used to do the bump in the laundry room with your mama? Same thing.
Bump it together.
And I think about that every time.
Right.
I miss my mama.
Right.
Oh, I'm crying.
That actually is a pretty good memory, though, isn't it? Mama taught you something that stuck with you through drag racing.
Yeah.
Mama didn't know she was going to do that, did she?
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have.
So you just fold them all together. And so 4 is really easy. Now Randy's, his chute is got 8. And so when you have 8, it's a little more complicated to keep them separated. But see, basically just, you fold it into a triangle. That's what you do. You try to keep them all together, and then you just make the triangle smaller.
And you just put it in as it's coming out.
You just fold it up. Now there are some people that pack them a lot different. There's different methods, but this works pretty good, and this works where it deploys every time.
Yeah, we'd like comments of how I did it wrong.
Right. If there's any comments, is Randy doing this wrong?
If I can learn, I'll learn.
No, it's not. You're doing it right. This is the way we do it. This is the right way for us. You just got to be careful when you're doing it. You just got to pay attention.
This is the only way. The only reason I like the wing.
Oh, we got a table. You didn't know you had a table right here, did you? So we got a table here.
Get your bag.
So this is, now we use an air launcher here. And so this is one that uses CO2 to launch. If you got a spring one, it's just a little bit different, but not much different. The difference is, this is a deployment bag. So this Stroud has got the parachute built onto it. So the parachute goes in first. And sometimes it's easier with 2 people. You can do it with 1 person, but and I'm not going to tilt right now because I'm holding the camera. You would think they would make a little bit bigger bag, but you want it to fit tight and snug. And when I got this, this is a new Stroud this year, new bag. But when I got this parachute, it was in the bag. I was like, oh, they sent me a great big bag. I don't know how they folded it so tight. They folded it so tight that it was unbelievable. So what are you doing now?
So you just put the cords in just like you do the bag. And the tighter you put them in, the smaller the bag.
Right.
They all don't get perfect every time. But I just label them. I just go this way. And then after I go all the way across the bag, go the other way.
Because essentially all you're doing, this thing has to come out. It's got to peel out. So when the air launcher drops the parachute, it hits the ground because it doesn't have enough. We're not going fast enough for it usually to expand straight off the back of it. But then it hits the ground, the parachute opens, and then it starts extending. So this starts unfolding out. So while he's packing that up here, now this is a home built one I did. I did a video on this one not too long ago, but this is a home-built mount. Basically, you gotta turn the CO2 off first. Which I did not do. So I got a quarter turn valve. Now if you have a nice setup, there's a little switch back here, so you don't have to actually unplug that. But this is it. So it basically goes in, and then that's back on there. So now the parachute will go in here. So you just fold that out. Now this is a piece of paracord. You can buy this stuff off of Amazon for real cheap. It's not very expensive at all. You get like 50 foot of it for nothing. It's like a shoestring, but not a shoestring. And so this is what you want to use to do this. Now this bag is not a Stroud bag. This is one that Randy had. It's an RJS. It's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna get me a Stroud bag at some point. So, man, look how good he's tied. Man, I don't do it that good, Randy. I guess that's why you're the official parachute packer upper.
Perfectionist.
Right. Mine does not look like that when I do
it. Make sure your little deal's not, it's got plenty enough to, it'll go in the bag, so it'll lower about 6 inches, and this don't want to drag. Don't want anything dragging that could cause obstruction. Shove this little door in there, and that way your plate sits perfect on this and not in your cords.
Because what happens if you put it in the cords, it rips the parachute launcher. I like to stick it in the parachute going this way, but it doesn't matter either way. As long as you're very particular how he's got this nice and tight, then it doesn't matter.
I always put it on the bottom.
Right, so inside out. Now this is a one-person deal, essentially, with the parachute launcher, with the CO2.
You got the pilot bag, you got to push in there.
That spring, if you have the spring launcher, it's usually a two-person deal.
That's some 4-letter words.
Unless you're really talented.
It is really difficult.
Unless you're super, super talented.
It is so much more difficult when you just have the spring. The CO2 really makes it a lot easier, a lot nicer.
Unless you don't have CO2.
Right. And so every one of these is a little bit different the way you pull the cords. Like the Stroud, you pull it from the bottom. This one is from the side. So you go across from the one on the side. You know, I guess we could turn it so that it would be up, and then the RJS sticker would be in the wrong spot, which I don't guess it matters. Just pull it together and manhandle it. You see, the tighter he pulls that lanyard, the tighter the parachute is mounted. Back in there. Which, as long as your little cord there attached to the bag is long enough, it makes it so that it's not super difficult to have enough cord to show it. And then on this one's a little different the way we do the cable. Since that one comes up from there, and the way my cord is, most cables come in from the side. But the way we did mine, now it fits perfect going in from the top. It comes over the bag.
You always want to pull the cord out coming down.
So now, essentially, we have a packed parachute that is ready to go make a pass. Now, what you want to do at this point, there's some cables. Motion Raceworks sells some stuff for the cables so that they're a little nicer and they don't fray up. But the way we did mine, this is a solid cable. So this one is not got like a lot of frayed edges on it. But you always want to make sure that it's, you want to make sure, the key thing is, which we should have showed a minute ago, when the parachute handle is pushed forward, this needs to be completely up in the sheath. If that's not completely up in the sheath, then there's a chance that one little piece cannot let it deploy. So now all we do is turn the CO2 back on. So now watch the parachute. Now we're armed and we're ready to make another pass. It's just that simple. All right, Randy, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Chris Moore with the camera skills. Woo! All right, so that's how you pack a parachute, guys. If you ever had questions, there's a bunch of videos on it, but that's how we do it. It works pretty good. The other thing we do is we take this lanyard.
In the USA.
Made in the USA, baby. I like Stroud. I like the 4 better. I don't know which one you got on your car.
Tim McCamus would be proud.
Oh, other than the import link.
Well,
Well, actually, his model car's got one of those.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we are done. I appreciate it. And then always take this and strap it down there and tie it to your parachute mount, so that if you have any problems, if that accidentally gets deployed, it's happened. Parachute somebody grabs it by accident, or it just comes out. You want to be able to pack it right there in the staging lanes. All right, guys. Appreciate it.